Donald Trump is likely to sign a bill that will enable ISPs to track you and do more than just track you because they already track you, but to sell your data to other companies. I'm Tim Black for TBTV. Yeah, you have no privacy online. We've always come to that conclusion. You just look at Facebook, you look at Twitter, you look at what they do on Google, and we realize that. But now we have to come to grips with a new era of privacy invasion, folks, and this is horrific, what is going on. This bill will roll back the set-asides of the previous law that said they had to get you to opt in order to take your data and sell it to the highest bidder. Now what they're going to be able to do, or what they're asking is, with this bill, you will have to opt out. So you'll already be in. Sort of like paying taxes. You can't opt out of paying taxes. But how can I say this? I don't know. What is something you're already in and you can't get out? You have to try to get out of it. I don't know. Poverty. That's what I'm looking at. Okay. Broadband internet providers like Comcast, Verizon will be able to sell customers sensitive private information, including browsing histories, under a House resolution that was passed Tuesday evening. It was a close vote, 215 to 205, mostly Republican, but there were Democrats in it that voted for it as well. But mostly, I would say mostly it was Republicans who led the charge. In fact, this bill was sponsored by Representative Marsha Blackburn, a Republican from Tennessee, who gets a lot of money from, you guessed it, ISPs. Always follow the money, right? The measure passed the GOP-led Senate March 23rd on a party line vote of 50 to 48. Oops. Very few Democrats. Did any Democrats vote for this? I thought you had some bipartisan support on this bill. See, that's the thing about losing all those seats, Nancy Pelosi. Though you've done such a great job, and I hear Democrats tout on and on, like Joy Reid touts on and on about how Nancy Pelosi can whip the vote and whip the vote. Well, our butts are getting whipped, literally, on privacy issues because we don't have Democrats that can fight for us because Democrats are too much like Republicans. But anyway, back to the story, guys. I'm sorry. Having two privacy cops on the beat will create confusion within the internet ecosystem and will end up harming consumers, Blackburn said Tuesday. These broadband privacy rules are unnecessary and just another example of big government overreach. No, it wasn't. It was a utility. The utility of it was to protect consumers, protect citizens from having their data used for any type of precarious issues or endeavors or money-making endeavors by corporations who don't care about our privacy. They just see a way to make a buck. We needed the FCC to be checked by the FTC and vice versa. Verizon, Comcast, and AT&T are among Blackburn's top political donors that I just told you about. Fundraising records from the Center for Responsive Politics show this. Once again, as I stated before, the sponsor of this bill is collecting a lot of money. Her top donors, Verizon, Comcast, or Xfinity. The consequences of passing this resolution are clear. Broadband providers like AT&T, Comcast, and others will be able to sell your personal information to the highest bidder without your permission, and no one will be able to protect you, not even the FTC or the Federal Trade Commission. Representative Ann Eshoo, a Democrat from California, said this on the House steps or the House floor. She said, "Keep your mitts off my privacy, what I consider to be private." Like I said, doesn't do a lot if you don't have the votes to stop it. So Trump is likely to sign this bill into law. I was reading on the White House website about their response to it. They had a blog. If you go to whitehouse.gov /blog, you'll see an entry. You go back to the 28th. And the language that they use here, this is what they say on the website. The rule requires ISPs to obtain affirmative opt-in consent from consumers to use and share certain information. including app usage and web browsing history. It also allows ISPs to use and share other information, including email addresses and services tier information, unless a customer opts out. Like I said, you are already in. You're going to have to get out. Get yourself out. We got you in. You got to get out. So that's the situation now, and that's the White House stance on it, and they're pushing Trump. There's his advisors want him to sign this, and he will likely sign it if it's not signed already while I'm doing this video. So, looking at Forbes, I pulled up another article to try to find out, what does this mean to your life? How does this affect you realistically, day to day? And it's the fourth paragraph says this: ISPs equal giant advertising networks. Not only do they pay you to use their service, by you using their service, they sell your rights, they sell your privacy, they sell your everything. That's the whole deal. It's like a huge pyramid scheme. Worse than a pyramid scheme. At least in a pyramid scheme, you get to make money. You pay them for them to have the right to use your stuff, and also you get a service that they use. They sell all that information, what you watch, where you go, what you browse, what you click on. You get it. Instead, they continue to operate much like Facebook and Google do. They will wait for brands and ad companies to come to them and offer money for ad space on their networks, whether that's via text messages, apps, or websites, wherever ISPs have presence. ISPs have been doing this for years, as most aren't just providing internet services, while Verizon has the blandly titled relevant mobile advertising. For instance, A&T has AdWorks. So they already have these components already built into their infrastructure. AT&T has AdWorks. Verizon has relevant mobile advertising. Get it? Relevant. Relevant meaning using your data in order to advertise. Hey, we know this person likes sushi. Hey, we know this person likes Game of Thrones. Hey, we know this person wants to go to Nevada. Hey, we know this person. And get it? ISPs take advertisers' money and place those ads where they go best on devices and web services they know the consumer uses. And that's what makes ISPs such attractive ad networks, the incredibly detailed information they have on consumers, even when compared to Silicon Valley heavyweights. It's very similar to Facebook, except the ISPs have a better understanding of who's using what device at what time. So, this is, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling, if you ever have the feeling like Big Brother's watching you, that's because Big Brother is watching you. Big Brother is everywhere. And it's not the Big Brother you think. It's ad companies in your pocket. You ever send an email to a friend on a subject and then you start seeing ads on that subject? Expect more of it. You ever click on something on one site, go to another site, and there it is? Well, those are cookies, but now we're going to have something else for you. We're going to have you just be on your phone, just chilling, sending a text message, and the same thing happened. Hey, I'm thinking about what you want for dinner, baby. What you feel like eating? Oh, man, I want some Mexican. Oh, really? And then next thing you know, you're getting all these ads for Mexicans. You start getting sombrero ads. This is the state of what's happening. And Trump, like they say, oh, Trump's good for business. Yeah, he's good for anything that gets businesses paid. Not us. So that's what you got to keep in line with being a business person, supporting businesses. Oh, this is going to create jobs. It's going to strip away your privacy. Now, what they're hoping is that you won't push back that hard because, most of us are already on Facebook and selling our lives every day. We opt in. We sign on to stuff. We give them every time they ask you, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite drink? Where you want to go? What's your favorite sports team? All this is for marketing. Don't nobody care what you like unless they want to sell you something. Let me know what you think about this segment, what you think about this browsing, stealing, web history, marketing, auctioning, and contact me on at Real Tim Black on Twitter and Facebook. I'm there. I'm everywhere you are. No privacy. None. I'll see you on the next one.